top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Terrapins will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Ohio State's offense will get the first crack at it here. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. When you break into the top five halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll run play action. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver.
He's got it. First down and more. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Snagged out of the air. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. On target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. This time they'll go to the running game. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Got room to work. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Maryland!
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. That's caught. It's Jones. Breaks into the open. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now improvising. Just a short pass to the tight end. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The play action fake. Grab near the sticks. It's he'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
Handoff to the lone back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. And the Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. They're working that left side. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's McConnell. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. From the shotgun, the inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Pucks it out of the air. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Calls his own number. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Returner goes out of bounds.
The Buckeyes roll that off. Field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. That's reeled in, it's Jones. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Marsh. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Going for it all. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
With the catch, it's Jones. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, it's also hard when you get the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. You got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. He splits the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Setting up the screen. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Terrapins want to move quickly. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires left. Found the spot in the defense. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's McConnell. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking for space. It's Sampson. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 10. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. The give to the tailback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's open on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it. And the ball is loose on the return. Kicking team's got it. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. It's complete to the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Terrapins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the air, it's Washington. Makes the grab. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Firing to the right, complete. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Terrapins are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's McConnell. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Finds his tight end. There he goes. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Catch in the middle, it's McConnell. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. And the methodically down the field. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Finds his man, it's Miller. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
By the tight end.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, how about this offense? They have been fun to watch so far, man. They've been aggressive, taking shots. They take another shot there, but, you know, obviously this one falls incomplete. But so far, this offense has been clicking on all cylinders.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds his man. It's Miller. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The short hands, it's Jones. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam when the defense finally got it. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wilson will throw. Quickly out to the... They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
That's caught. It's Miller. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Finds a crease at the 20. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Caught in the backfield. It's Marsh. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
He leaves it with his back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wilson to pass. Here's a heat. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sampson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 40. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. Great place to start for this offense. The give as they work on that clock. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going to the running game. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll try to get outside. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wilson will throw. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Maryland!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The give to the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. With the clock running, this should be the final play. If there's time to pad the stats. Looking for a deep man. Picked off to stop the threat. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter.